Let's watch this video.
The level of violence perpetrated against African foreign nationals in this country over the past few months has a face. We know who the instigators and the perpetrators of this violent act are. In certain instances, we have seen perpetrators unleashing their violence against African immigrants in the presence of the police.
The president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, has vowed that he is going to arrest Jacinta, Fakel and Ngizwe. According to Cyril Ramaphosa, that these instigators, Fakel, Ngizwe and Jacinta, has brought a lot of problems for South Africa and its economy. So for that reason, they've decided, and he has vowed that he is going to arrest them for causing this violence, unrest, looting, buying in South Africa. I'm going to be sharing the video here. And guys, reports getting to us right now is that Jacinta, Ngizwe and Fakel are running helter-skelter. They are now beginning to deny everything that they have done. According to them, the videos we've seen so far, Fakel said most of those videos are AI. Ngizwe is blaming Fakel and Jacinta. Jacinta, on the other hand, is blaming Ngizwe and Fakel. You see, there's a problem somewhere. But let's take a look at some of the videos and I'll be right back. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and share.
Let's watch this video.
The level of violence perpetrated against African foreign nationals in this country over the past few months has a face. We know who the instigators and the perpetrators of this violent act are. In certain instances, we have seen perpetrators unleashing their violence against African immigrants in the presence of the police, and yet no one of these perpetrators or instigators is arrested. This gives an impression that this violence is in fact a state-sanctioned violence against African nationals. This hardens the attitude of our sisters nations in the continent, because to them and to many of us, these are not isolated actions of vigilante groups, but rather actions aided by the state. Why have the perpetrators of this violence not been arrested and prosecuted? What is even worse, the two of them came to meet with you. You should have locked them up that day when they came to meet you. Thank you.
But I know the president is somehow biased, because you can't tell me that you arrest the ones that are not known. Then this phase, these ones that are 100% known, like even a kid, even a child of 5 years know them. You're still planning, you're still arranging, you're still trying to see if they will be arrested or not. You're still wasting time for them to cause more loss to South Africa and also to Africa as in general. You know, to me, I personally second and also support the motion raised by Julius Malema to arrest all the March and March leaders, to tame them. They should arrest them, to tame all of them.
Let us be honest here. Do you think President Ramaphosa played a role in March and March movements? Or he's just realizing it now that Jacinta need to be arrested? Is the arrest overdue? Is President under pressure? Is he under pressure? After many months? Is he under pressure that some other presidents in other countries are dragging his placenta or blancos? Or do you think Mr. President contributed to all of this based on what he has been saying? Because the first week he talks about illegal immigrants, he talks about they are doing job, low payments and all of that. Do you think Mr. President contributed to March and March? He gave them the power to continue what they are doing? Is a question. Have a nice day.
Hello, Ivy Army. How do you define a state of confusion? How do you know that somebody or a group of people are confused? Remember that a few months ago, there was fire blazing hot in South Africa. They were saying, everybody, foreigners, go back to your country, go back to your country. So many lives went down, businesses were destroyed, factories shut down, businesses shut down, many people left South Africa. Right now, let me just bust your bubbles. They are now protesting. Remember, they were protesting before all over the place, chasing people out of their country and all that. Countries were sending in airplanes to pick their people back to their country. They destroyed businesses, unalived some people and all that. Do you know that today, South Africa is now saying, we are no longer xenophobic, we want foreigners to come back to our country. You were the one that said everybody should leave. Now you are the one that said that they should come back. I learned, I don't know how true this is, but I learned that South Africans, they don't really like to work. They don't like to work. They just want to, do soft life, something like that. But they don't really want to engage in the labor. Now, foreigners that are in your country doing this work, you say they should leave. Okay, they left. Now you're saying that they should come back. How do you define a state of confusion? Because that is what it is. I'd like for you to watch this video and share your honest opinion in the comments afterward. Don't forget to smash the like button, favorite this video, repost it, and share with all your contacts.
Yes, we're saying no to xenophobia, we're saying no to discrimination, intimidation, all those things. You don't want to analyze. You don't want to know my yeah, thank you.
This factory in Matateni has lost a quarter of its workforce.
Difficult time for the Newcastle clothing and textile sector. It's a sector that depends heavily on skilled labor coming from other southern African countries. As you can see, a lot of the machines are lying idle here because many of the foreigners have left.
I also shop some skilled workers now, so my production is not like before being running smoothly. And it's taken my delivery as well, because maybe before I can deliver on time, but now maybe I have to be rushing too tightly, so it's in that one.
This is the busiest airport in South Africa. They started, nobody coming in due to xenophobic attack on foreigners. The whole airport was empty, nothing was happening.
I wonder who funded the xenophobic, Afrophobic, racist protests that were happening in South Africa this past month. And I actually don't care what E! News and SABC News says. This was not about illegal immigration, and I will tell you why. I watched one video where a Zimbabwean black man was in Cape Town at Sea Point for 3 days. His passport was stacked at the airport. He was clearly on vacation, in his vacation clothing, taking a walk. He came across the protesters. They ripped his clothes. They tore his shopping. They broke his phone, even after he showed them his passport. And then I watched the very same group of protesters come across a white German immigrant in South Africa. They were really happy about her being there. They were smiling from ear to ear like idiots. And she says, oh, she's been in South Africa for 20 years. She didn't have to show her paperwork. She didn't have to prove that she was there legally. They were smiling about it and saying, you're one of us now. And she said, oh, I'm not. I live in Cape Town. I'm not one of you. Right? And it was in that moment where I realized this is about race, this is about nationality, this is about Africans. And then I realized, okay, who's funding this? Because these protests are well organized. They have some of the best venues. They're transporting people all over the place. They're eating. Someone is funding the food. Someone is funding their accommodation. And it wasn't until I took a look into that I realized that the money was coming from Israel, and everything started to make sense. Israel is making a huge mess in the Middle East right now, to the extent that Israel is no longer a safe country to stay in, and they're looking for somewhere to go. They can't go to Europe, nobody likes them there. They can't go to the US, nobody wants them there. But you know which country is far away from all the drama? South Africa. The only problem is South Africa is a rainbow nation, people from all parts of the world, and they don't like that. So they're paying for your influencers and your community leaders to kick out your African brothers and sisters so that they can come and be comfortable. But guess what? The last country, Palestine, that, was hospitable to these people, they kicked them out of their homes and they turned it into an apartheid state. Keep that in mind, because those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. And I have one thing to say to black South Africans, and it's this. You are no less black than your Zimbabwean, Mozambican, Malawian, Zambian, Congolese brothers and sisters. And if the people who are paying you to do these protests are against black people, guess who else they're against? That's all I have to say.
I don't know what is stopping the president of South Africa from doing his duty, because he keeps saying I vow to arrest them, I promise to arrest them. Why can't you do it, Mr. President? Cupcake, why can't you do it? And more lootings are still going on, more beating. Just recently, Fakir was seen going to Soweto to go start his march on march and start looting people's shops and sponsor shops. This is actually something that should be worked as a kicked against. The moment Fakir and Ngizwe came to visit the president of South Africa before the June 30th protest, they should have arrested them if the president was actually not in support of it. I don't think he saw it coming this way. I don't think he realized that after this protest, the economy of South Africa is going to be shaky. So it is now that he is realizing that he should have done something earlier on before now. Or what do you guys think? Please help me to drop a comment, like this video, and share.